Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. And, of course, Devin Booker. He's a big ticket to follow. They'll go without him, though.
Yeah, it's a big loss for them. He's a guy who can influence outcomes. He's that good a player, and they'll need others to step up while they're figuring out the new roles.
Grant, these are two teams with some of the highest assist rates in the league.
Yeah, B.A., and it really goes to show the unselfish attitude they both have. Not to mention how many skilled passers are on both rosters.
Pass to Battier. It's tipped. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Prince. Haliburton outside. Reed for three. Rebounded by the Bucks. Here's Antetokounmpo. Here's Turner. Second chance shot. Reed with the rebound. And Haliburton has got the ball here for Phoenix. To the paint. Inside. A slam dunk by Reed.
That's what Reed brings to the table. He's got an impressive combination of strength and mobility.
Stan, you look at Naz Reid, he gives you some size, but he is a dangerous scorer, especially from the perimeter.
Absolutely, B.A. And also, Reed is one of the most entertaining players to watch. So many deflections, blocks, dunks, hits threes. He does it all.
Phoenix shooting their first free throws of the night. And few players are more valuable to their teams than Tyrese Haliburton, Grant.
Yeah, he leads the way for them, B.A. An efficient scorer, elite playmaking, and disruptive defensively. And, of course, he makes clutch plays at both ends.
Antetokounmpo can't connect.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Good chance here for Antetokounmpo. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Finally, a make for this team. Hopefully it gives them a little confidence.
Yeah, you know, sometimes all it takes is that first bucket to get a team into a groove.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. Smith outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Buries it from three. Antetokounmpo's got 5 points.
Well, if you've followed Giannis's career, you know how much work he's put into extending his reach.
Haliburton with the ball. And it's Ivy picks him up. A slam dunk by Reed.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Good. 7 points in the game.
Yeah, one of the most efficient inside scorers. Giannis just can't be stopped.
Pass to Battier. Cranked it in off the glass. Battier's got his second basket.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Now Antetokounmpo. Count it. His fourth bucket in 8 shots.
Well, that's the touch of Giannis. We've seen it improve so much over his career.
And Grant, you played a half decade in Phoenix. What stands out the most?
Well, B.A., a great city with great fans. And that exciting run in 2010 where we made it to the conference finals.
The Bucks trail by 3. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I caught up with the head coach of the Suns. We talked about their defensive game plan for Giannis, and he told me the best way to guard Giannis is to keep him out of the paint and force him to be a jump shooter. The only problem is no one's figured out how to do that consistently. Giannis always seems to find a way to impose his will. Guys?
And Allie, thanks.
Well, DiVincenzo gives you a lot. He plays both ends, runs the floor with effort, and he has the mentality of a winner.
Now here's Ivey. No points yet. Smith outside. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Phoenix leading by 5. Outside, DiVincenzo. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Antetokounmpo can't connect. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Williams. Back to Anthony. Clock at 4. Down low. Tipped. There's the foul to try to stop the break. But that'll be a clear path foul. They'll get a free throw and possession here. This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. That one's off.
Taking 2 shots.
Good on the second one. For 3, Smith. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. And that'll be Milwaukee's ball as it goes out of bounds. Bucks able to keep the possession. Here's Antetokounmpo. And so it's the Phoenix Suns leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. They've had incredible success. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Suns.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the three-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't had to, B.A. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and, of course, controlling the boards. How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
He's a true scoring machine. Antetokounmpo never stops attacking. He is just relentless.
Oh, got a piece of it. And stolen by Jackson. Here's Porter. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my.
Oh, and there's the talent. Porter Jr., a highly skilled young player.
Here's Anthony. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Pass to Jang. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
Buck substitution. Number 24.
Smith left side. On the take. Williams grabs the board. The Suns leading. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Jang pulls it in.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
And when a team is able to play different ways with lineup versatility, how valuable is that to you as a coach?
Well, look, B.A., the best teams simply have to be able to win in different ways. They've got to be able to win with their offense, win with their defense. They've got to be able to win in an up-tempo game. They've got to be able to win in a grinded-out half-court game. If you've only got one way you can win, the best opponents will be able to take that away. Versatility is a must. Well, Vassell has the range to create a lot of trouble at the arc.
And Kevin Porter picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. And the Suns making a change here. And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. To the inside. Iguodaro. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Pass to Jang. On the wing, Vassell. He's averaging about 6 points per game. Jackson surveying the D. Here's Jang. And he slams it in one-handed.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Here's Halliburton. Inside, Halliburton gets it to fall.
And good work by Halliburton, outthinking the defense and creating an opportunity for himself.
On the wing, Vassell. 1:21 left to play in the first half of basketball. Offline from the high post.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
All right, Stan, Devin Vassell, a proven scorer, now with some experience under his belt. What do you make of him?
Well, he's definitely an interesting player, B.A. The important thing for him is focusing on taking more high-percentage shots.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Pass to Iguodaro. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Now Vassell. Sohan outside. Shot clock at 6. Back to Vassell. Picked up by Sohan. Phoenix grabs the miss. They'll be hosting Toronto for their next one, and that'll be their second of 4 total games at home. Here's Iguodaro. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
It's his first trip to the line. And he drops it first. So both teams changing it up here. That one's no good. Ivy with the ball. He gets it up. Whoa! He just got it off in time.
That was close. Now, he doesn't panic in these situations.
He released it just in the nick of time. What a shot.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And we know how loyal Giannis is to Milwaukee, but trade rumors continue.
Yeah, it's just the reality when you have a superstar player, but not much of a title shot. The sense is, Giannis deserves to make another run at it somewhere.
The Bucks trail by 3. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Giannis with the finish.
And you could see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Ivy. That's tipped.
Milwaukee foul. Torian Prince. First personal foul. First team foul.
And so here's Phoenix. They lead by 1. Some nice ball movement by Phoenix. Back to Halliburton. 5 to shoot. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Ivy outside for the lead. And he lays it up and in. Ivy's got his first points of the night.
Just finding room to go to work inside. Ivy really relies on his physical abilities to get a close-range shot.
Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one. And here's Ivey. 90 seconds into the second half now. And there's the screen. Pass to Turner. Fires the three. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss. And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, Brian. Tyrese Halliburton is so key for this team. He said, quote, I think the biggest pressure I've ever had in my entire life is from myself. When I'm at my best is when I'm having fun and really competing on a nightly basis. I have to show up every day with a smile on my face and bring my infectious personality. Back to you.
He sets the tone. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. Anthony with it. And it's Ivey picking him up. Count the basket. And the Suns lead by 5.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And stolen by Antetokounmpo. And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
It may be a players' league, but the coaches obviously play a big part as well.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. There's a screen by Turner. Vassell's shot is good. Vassell's got 5 points.
Well, strong play by Vassell inside. Getting him a look this close is almost a sure bucket.
Outside, DiVincenzo.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Williams with the screen. Clock at 6. Launches a three. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Anthony with a bucket. Anthony's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, Anthony is a talented scorer. He understands how to capitalize when he's near the rim.
Vassell's shot is good.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Stan, when you talk about Giannis Antetokounmpo, would you say he's one of the most unguardable players ever?
Well, B.A. certainly got to be in the conversation. Besides maybe Wemby, we haven't seen anyone like Giannis when it comes to length and those long strides especially. Plus, he has that strength, too.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. The strong finish by Giannis.
You could see that coming. Giannis not to be denied, especially at the rim.
And Anthony, here we go.
First personal foul.
Phoenix making a switch here.
Coming onto the floor for your Suns, number 12.
41 seconds left in the third quarter. And Anthony slams it in.
Well, Anthony's showing us the spring in his step.
Pass to Prince. Back to Vassell. Picked by Prince. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. 3 on the clock. Over Williams. Antetokounmpo can't connect.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
To the paint. And out of bounds. Milwaukee will have it.
And the misconnection there. Fans guarding their beverages. That's a pass he'd like back for sure.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
Substitution on the court.
3 seconds left. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still...
The Bucks 41.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's a one-point game. Pass to Turner. Good! And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Turner's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Haliburton penetrating. Inside. And that one falls. His fifth basket in 7 tries.
And this is how competitive Haliburton is. Doesn't allow some contact to distract him from scoring.
Now Ivy. Driving to the basket. Reed with the rebound. Haliburton on the wing. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on it.
Ivy with the ball. Haliburton picks him up. Antetokounmpo, right side. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
Haliburton left side. There's Reed. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. Milwaukee making a switch here. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with them.
Well, another thing they did well was taking advantage of the holes in the defense. Very aggressive in exploiting the lack of concentration. Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
The Bucks trail by 3. Both hands there for a little extra.
And good luck stopping that. Giannis just makes it look so easy.
Haliburton looking over the floor. And the call is going to be, yes, on an illegal screen.
Well, that's only his first turnover of the game, but you know he'd like to have that one back.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, he leaves no question.
And as a coach, it's such a luxury to have a player like Giannis, someone you can always rely on.
And that one falls for Antetokounmpo. And Haliburton has got the ball here for the Suns. Trailing by 2. Now pass to Williams. And it's in there.
Yes, selfless play there. Haliburton is a great scorer, but he also looks to empower his teammates.
Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
6 on the shot clock. Antetokounmpo! Oh, the long ball, no good.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Takes a 3. Not that time.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Here's the pass to Williams. Oh, he dropped it straight in.
This is the mismatch they wanted under the hoop, making a crucial bucket as easy as possible. Well, make no mistake, this is exactly who they want at the line in this situation.
Antetokounmpo. Oh, what a move. A strong finish.
And he is just showing off right now. I mean, he's giving you leadership. Giannis just takes pride in stepping up and hitting those big shots.
Haliburton outside. Now pass to Williams. Haliburton outside. On the wing, Williams. Buries it from outside.
Great dime by Halliburton. Remember, he's led the league in assists.
On the wing, Ivy. Here's, oh, Giannis picking it out of the sky.
Big moment, get it to your big player. Giannis with a huge basket.
Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
Outside DiVincenzo. Williams with the screen.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
He gets the first, and that makes it a three-point lead. The Bucks making a switch here. And so both free throws good, and it's a four-point ball game.
Coming up clutch there at the line, making it a two-possession game.
There's a screen by Turner, and it's Ivy penetrating. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a three-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a four-point ball game. Milwaukee calls timeout. 16 seconds left in the final quarter. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
Searching for a fast bucket, then a way to stretch things out.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
Antetokounmpo, left side. Yes, sir! The finish with the jam!
You expect this from an MVP like Giannis. He never gives up on the game. Woo! Gotta love him. Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
And so he drops them both, and it's a four-point ball game.
And that'll just about do it. Coming through at the line in a big spot.
Timeout call, Milwaukee. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
Searching for a fast bucket, then a way to stretch things out.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. They really kept this team's energy high.
And that'll do it, folks.
The crowd. Is assembled looking for a Bucks home victory here in Milwaukee, and we've got it for you right here on 2K Sports. Sit back and enjoy this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. And, of course, Devin Booker. Part of this lineup, we'll see how they do without him.
And as shocked as people are that they would trade away a player of his caliber, they didn't just let him go for nothing. I mean, they got a lot in return. I think it's a deal that's going to really help them down the road. And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And that one's good out of the Kumbo. You know, these two teams rack up the assists. Greg, they pride themselves on playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, both sides preach player and ball movement, getting everyone involved. It makes both teams that much more difficult to defend.
5 to shoot. The Suns need to get a shot off. Bangs home the trifecta. DiVincenzo's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Suns. Outside, out of the Kumbo. Down low. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Giannis has got 5 points so far.
And you love watching Giannis operate inside. So assertive enforcement.
Good on the three-point shot.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
Now, here's Reed. It's good. Reeves got his second bucket.
Wow, you love that. You come right out and hit 5 straight. It doesn't get any better than that.
And when Tyrese Halliburton entered the NBA, Greg, scouts were worried about his shot release point.
It's definitely lower than you would teach, but by the same token, that's why he gets it off so quickly, making it a tough shot to contest.
Here's Halliburton following the basket by Giannis. A three-pointer is right on target.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Halliburton looking around. Driving the lane. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Well, coaches really appreciate when guys defend with that kind of effort. Just a fantastic job protecting the rim.
Now here's Giannis. He had a nice open look right there.
Such a reflexive shooter. Smith rarely needs any time to get set up and fire.
Here's Halliburton. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. And Pattier throws it down.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
And now this offense feels like they can just do whatever they want.
And here are the Suns now. After the basket by Milwaukee. And stolen by Ivy. To the inside. Here's Prince. And it's Giannis missing. Suns leading by 6. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Giannis Antetokounmpo talked about what keeps him going. He said the most important thing is to stay humble. At the end of the day, I realized that I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm just happy, and I always want to be better and do better for my team. And that's what gives me joy. Back to you guys.
You know, you got to respect that mindset. Allie, we appreciate the report. Here's Ivy. Still without a basket. Turner with the screen. For 3. Rebound by the Suns.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage. Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
And give him a lot of credit for his effort right there running the floor.
Call timeout.
Phoenix leading by 8. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Lots of room. Another one falls for Phoenix.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Taken away by Williams. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. The Suns shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
There's 14 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Williams. Here's Halliburton. Shoots over Turner. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Phoenix Suns holding on to an 11.
The Suns, 23.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Suns.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
And then there's the points off turnovers. They've really made the other team pay when they've lacked ball security.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still, a magnificent move to the rim. Oh, and the rejection by Giannis. 6 on the shot clock. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting, looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate his shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could be without some of those cheap foul calls against the defender.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Milwaukee making a switch here. Bucks trailed by 11. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Out to Smith. Three-pointer. Hands it from downtown. Smith's got 8 points.
An absolute sharpshooter. J.R. Smith always rises with confidence.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Yeah, another turnover there. But, guys, overall, they've taken really good care of the basketball.
And it's Milwaukee's ball. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Ivan, no one around him. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Inside, Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
That's a 2 from Smith. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And how about the splendid floor vision from Antetokounmpo? A good decision maker, improves his passing each and every year.
Now, here is Halliburton. He's got 6.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, the timing was a little bit off, and it forced the miss.
Here's Ivy. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. Now, just a 2-point Suns lead. Picked by Williams. To the paint. And a slam by Williams.
An elite passer. Halliburton is especially dangerous in the pick and roll.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebounded by Battier. Phoenix leading by 4. Outside Williams. Pass to Battier. Good ball movement here by the Suns. To the middle. Here's Iguodala.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
And man, can Ivy fly. I mean, a big-time finisher.
Inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Taurean Prince. The Suns have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
And here's Vassell from the arc. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. The throw drops for DiVincenzo.
Number 41, Naz Reid.
Suns leading by 6. Battier outside. Pass to DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 6. Anthony. Rebound, Milwaukee. 1:12 left to play here in the second quarter. And oh, man!
This young man is unreal. I mean, can you believe that?
Here's Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
Yeah, nice, silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. And Reed throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Shot game clock separated by 5.
Serious hops from Porter on that one, slamming it down with authority.
Now Anthony. Pass to Williams. Now here's DiVincenzo. No good with the layup. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Suns ahead, up by 4. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Trailing by 4. Reed with the block. And here is DiVincenzo. Pass to Halliburton. Picked by Reed. Back to O'Neal. And he's good on the 3 ball. O'Neal's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Suns. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Giannis with the dunk and throwing it down hard.
Making it look simple. The athleticism of Giannis on full display.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Halliburton. Picked by Reed. On the wing, DiVincenzo. And it's off from 3-point range. Giannis with it. He's got 11. Here he goes.
I don't know that anyone covers as much ground in 1 or 2 strides as Giannis.
Halliburton with it. Picked up by Turner. Pass to DiVincenzo. Pick by Reed. Turner with the steal. To the paint. Antetokounmpo playing strong inside.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
The Suns leading. Pass to DiVincenzo. Rebounded by the Bucks.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Smith outside. So, Tim, I'm sure it's hard to pick one, but who would you call the most underrated player right now in the NBA?
I think it's Pascal Siakam, and I have felt that way for a few years. I just think you're talking about someone who has great energy, plays both ends of the floor, and is a matchup nightmare because of his versatility.
And began kind of in oblivion. He had to play some time in the G League and work his way up.
Became the most improved player in this league.
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile.
Here's the screen. Down low. Here's Battier. And Battier throws it down.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by the Bucks.
Prince outside. .137 left to play in the third. Pocket 6. Here's Smith. And again, it's Milwaukee converting.
And whatever intensity was lacking there in the first half, you're seeing it on display here now.
Well, the margin for error is getting smaller, so the stakes on each possession are getting bigger.
And Halliburton doesn't get rattled easily. He's adept at finding ways to finish through contact.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. So for the Suns, we've got 1:08 left to play in the third. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Well, I think that was a product of the pressure. Take your eye off the ball for just a second, and it can lead to a turnover.
The Suns trailing. Anthony looking it over. Tries to the hoop. Williams. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Suns?
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
And they've also done an outstanding job scoring in the paint, getting close looks and just pounding them inside.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Pass to Williams. Second shot opportunity. He lays it in. Williams has got 11.
Well, his team is up, and he's a big reason why. And it's a little easier to shoot when you know you've got an advantage on the scoreboard.
Vassell outside. Now here's Chang. Fires the three. That one, no good. Here's Anthony. Here's Williams. And two free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And the second free throw, good. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Suns lead by 50. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Here's Halliburton. They set the pick. Halliburton muscles through the contact.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Ivy. Antetokounmpo. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, boy, the length of Giannis to get to the miss, and then the offensive ability to do damage afterward.
Pass to Reed. Halliburton outside. Driving in. And it's sent back by Turner. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
15. Mark Williams.
Screen by Smith. Back to Giannis. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Antetokounmpo's got 14 points now in the second half. Picked by Williams. Here's Halliburton. And it's sent back by Turner.
This is the kind of rim protection Turner provides. Excellent at timing that rejection.
Here's Smith. He takes it in. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Halliburton right side. To the inside. The rebound by Turner. The Bucks trail. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. O'Neal with it. Guarded now by Prince. Now Halliburton. There's a screen by Williams. Halliburton, good look inside.
High IQ play by Halliburton, breaking down the defense with a pick and creating for himself.
Now Smith. Going inside, and he jams it in.
He's been in these moments so many times. Smith, not one to shy away.
Mark Williams.
That one drops. He ties it up.
In this situation, this is exactly who you want at the line.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
Perfect pick and roll right there. Halliburton with great timing as a passer makes it easy for his teammates.
Now Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo stretching the floor with the three.
There is no question Antetokounmpo is a star in this league. This team trusts him to make the big shot.
Halliburton. And it's sent back by Turner. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here.
Substitution.
From deep. Gets a hand on it. Sees him with the putback.
Wow, that is just great work, and he got rewarded with that tip-in.
Now Turner. Ivy outside. With the drive. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Turner.
Oh, wow, I just can't believe that. What a costly turnover.
And Halliburton's got the ball here for the Phoenix Suns. Now DiVincenzo. A three-pointer. Good.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Here's Antetokounmpo.
And what I love about Giannis, yeah, he's a superstar, an MVP, a champion. But best of all, Giannis is an incredible ambassador for the game.
Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo.
And now you're in a great position thanks to those clutch free throws. One possession game now.
Halliburton with it. Now Smith defending. And stolen by Ivy. And now the fast break. Ivy with the ball.
Maybe the most highly skilled big man in our league. Giannis is also one of the most frequently fouled bigs in our game.
Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to one. He hits both from the stripe.
Well, that shows great poise from the free throw line, especially at this stage in the game.
They set the screen. And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Halliburton outside. And he slams it down with a one-arm hammer.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
What a big-time shot. Those are the moments you dream about as a kid.
Turner with the screen. Smith outside. 6 to shoot. Battier with the steal. Takes it inside.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
And this is where you really want to be mindful. No turnovers, no sloppy play.
Battier with the steal. So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin,